friend, the soldier, lived down Virginia way. I paid him a visit. For 5 weeks I stayed. He had himself a roommate, a young man in EMT. One took life, the other saved it. And then there was me. We got ourselves to drinking. I poured us all some shots of vodka and whiskey. We had an awful lot. The soldier was eager, but the EMT was not. Your cup's already filled, so you drink what you got. And he looked at me uneasy, and then looked at his cup. He downed it and looked queasy and said, I'm gonna throw up. And he threw up, and he threw up, and he threw up. The soldier laughs at his buddy, and then he pointed to the sky and said, I had it with this bull. I'm drinking away my life. The stars don't shine in Richmond, and now neither do I. And I smiled politely. I said, give Winnipeg a try. He says I didn't come back here just to join the working poor. Go to school and have some professor lecture me about the war. Just to work at Canova's, shoving up chorizos, or to be some mall cop guarding a dollar store. I said, well, in the first place, what you join the army for? You know your militaries got a lot to answer for. He said, I don't like the politics, but a man's gotta eat. Does he not? My cup's already filled, so I drink what I got. And like I said before, being a working poor. So I grabbed my bag, and I headed out the door. Off to war, off to war, off to war. I said, why not university? He says, I can't afford that shit. And my grades weren't good enough to get a scholarship. And I know the saying, a foxhole's just a grave. But what is student debt when it cannot be repaid? I rack myself up in debt, pay $20K a year, just to party with some morons, just to drink some shitty beer. And you, what do you study? Oh, film and history? Well, when you graduate, you come back to me, and then we will see who acted foolishly. And I'll take my chances in the military. Join the army, join the army, join the army. So when we sobered up, he takes me to the range. And during target practice, they said, don't you find it strange to put another man directly in his grave? He squeezed off a round, and he had this to say. He said, truth be told, I never felt much that day. I fulfilled the purpose for which 3 years I trained. No much room for morality when you're being shot. My cup had been filled, so I just drank what I got. It's like a quarterback just itching for a game. I was almost glad that I finally got to play, got to play, got to play, got to play.